Hi, welcome to another episode of Camera Lounge, and this is coming to you courtesy of Camera Joint, Nigeria's #1 camera store. I'm Kayode Alayande. Today on the show, I have yet another interesting photographer. I'm not going to classify him. He's such an interesting and down-to-earth guy. Yes, he's a guy. He's fair. He's tall. He's laughing. All right. I'll leave you to meet him, but that will be right after the break. Don't go away. Lights, camera, action. All right, welcome back. It's still Camera Lounge, and I'm lounging here with a very, very special photographer. He's a young man. Welcome with me, Edos of Edo Artistry. You're welcome to the program. Yeah. All right, so tell me about you.
I don't think I have much to say, but my name is Edos Victor, popularly known as Edos Artistry. I studied at Auchi Polytechnic Auchi as a science laboratory technology student. But here I am doing photography.
So how did that happen?
So all my life, I've always dreamt of being an artist, not a photographer precisely, but I love art from like childhood. But then along the line, SS1, SS2, SS3, then I have this suggestion coming from my family, my sister. I think you are good, you do biology, why don't you just go for science? I'm a nurse. And then after school, just do something together. I don't know if I was just being nonchalant or at that point, I'm still like really small. I wasn't thinking. So I don't know how it all happened, but I still feel right now things happen for reasons, and there was like a reason for that. That was how I switched. I enrolled science courses. Imagine I'll be doing art till SS3, and then boom, from nowhere, I enrolled science courses. You know Nigeria now, so we pass. And then Auchi was the next option. That was how I entered. And trust me, first day in school, I was so confused. Seeing people doing biology, this is matter, this is physics, this is that. I was like, ah. But then school was not like really good. I didn't really do well in school. Yes, because from the start, science was never my thing.
Duh, you're doing well now, aren't you?
But then the game has changed. Yes, I'm here.
Tell me about your childhood.
A lot of persons will say, everybody will say generally, I don't know, that childhood is fun, childhood is like the sweetest, but personally to me, I think my childhood was like, I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't like really that sweet for me. Firstly, I think the most traumatizing was bedwetting.
Okay.
I suffered bedwetting till about SS3. SS3, I'd be big boy that time now. But then, trust me, it was hell for me. And the worst part was, my mom would tell it to my friends whenever I do something wrong, or maybe I'm playing too much or doing something that is not like really pleasing to her. She'll tell it to my friends, and then she'll remind me that they go soon dark just now, they go know the true you. And I would just be like somebody that, oh, this one a cold water just enter my body. But I won't blame her. She wanted me to stop and she'll do everything, but she was not like really aware how much it affected me. Perhaps I tried killing myself like 1, 2, 3 times. I'm just saying this now, but I think those days are. So, but then I'm a Christian and I sing in a choir then. So I was just having, the one thing that actually kept me was the Father. I just think, if I kill myself like this, not be a fire, they go like this. So, but trust me, it was like really traumatizing.
Oh, wow.
And then I get to sleep close to the kitchen, like passage. because nobody will allow me mess their rooms. Like my mom, she's using a carpet. Imagine I will not pee and the thing will not be on that carpet. And then tomorrow my brother, like siblings, maybe their friends are coming and you not see their rooms like all messed up. Nobody will allow. So just find one corner there, they sleep. And that was it for me. It got to a point that even I was staying my stepmom, my siblings, other relatives, we stable. I wanted everybody to see me to be like equal, to see me like other kids, other of my siblings, but it was not like that. And trust me, I'll do anything for you to see me like, for you to see me as like, okay, they are equal, but never actually really do work like that. So I would sleep there, and it got to a point where after urinating, because I don't want to, this time I don't want to sleep. I just want to wait till about 4 or 3. So before I would just close my eye like this, I would just wake up and then you see that small minutes that I'll close my eye. That's the point. That point it happened. So stop laughing though, because this thing I'm saying now, just saying now is actually funny. But then,
yeah.
And that small minute like this, I'll just open my eye and I'm already messed up like this. What will I do? Like, they go break, everybody go say no, say now waiting happen. I'll just stay there inside my own pee, and people will pass in the morning and be like, it don't happen again. And sometimes.
So how did it stop?
That's it. I prayed. I don't know, but I prayed. I did everything I could. I prayed, God, please just take something important and just take this. But I didn't even know, but along the line, things changed, and I'm still like, sometimes I'll still sit and think, how did I even stop? But since then I've been through worse, but childhood, that was like the most like the traumatizing stuff. And that was it. And my siblings and I come back from school, go out to hawk, sometimes fish, pepper, tomato, anything, melon. Sometimes before going to school in the morning, we'll go to the market to quickly sell. And I remember my elder brother would come back most of the time and will tell my mom, I'm not going to school today, it's almost break time. And my mom will still beg me, please, you don't have choice, just go. Because it's government school now, just go through the windows. We are good. Wow. But then there are times that I don't want to go, please, let me just chill. She'll still beg you and please just go, my child, don't have choice. So it's the reason I just look back, because now like, we are not like rich, but at least we are doing well. We're not the hawk again now. And I just look at my mom and I don't know what to do. I think it was just 3 days back. I was just thinking, it's not like my mom is suffering or anything, but I just pity her. I don't know where it's coming from. And it would just sometimes want to bring me to that point where I'll start like tearing up. I'll just sit. I think it was yesterday I was thinking, 40 years go join my own age now like this. How many years I go dey? Then my mom, how many years she go dey? Hey God, I need to make money. I need to like, I don't know, but it's not even about money, but I just feel I'm not doing enough
to put her where you think.
Yes, where I think, yes, she actually. But then we are still good.
Yeah.
And I'm here.
I guess you're on the right track, aren't you?
I won't say, but hopefully, I'm doing my best. Everything you see me do today, one way or the other, I just put in my best effort. I don't know, but even if maybe shooting a client, even if the person is not paying like million, but it's just connection. When I'm connected, I've shot people like freely without even paying. Supposed to pay, and then I think I just like the whole thing. So it's not even about money for me. I think life has really put my priorities. I'm still small. I don't know anything about life, but I think life has put my priorities in check.
Tell me about your artistic inclinations, what you did with those desires, and how it snowballed into what you're doing today.
The thing is, starting up, imagine going out to hawk and come back. I know sometimes we'll still take small trickle inside the money, because maybe your mom will tell you, sell this 115 naira, and you now see somebody that you now sell 160. Or that 10 naira like this, you go shoot come. You understand?
Shebi our money don't complete.
Shebi
our money don't complete.
Our money don't complete now. So you take that small 10 naira. Sometimes it will take me like a week or 2 weeks to save 100 naira to buy this color palette, this drawing, this thing secretly. And imagine we'll go to school in the morning and coming back, go even reach out safe. You don't carry what you want to say. Oh yeah, straight you say you come back. Sometimes I get to draw at night. But I will not sleep, I will still draw. Because I already have something that I want to
Every night.
Like, not like every night, but I would say like 70 to 80%. I just want to do drawing and just do something. I still have some of my primary, secondary school drawings with me. Here in Lagos. You get, that's how much that small little thing, that's how much they hold. Like,
The drawing never gets you into trouble.
Many times, sometimes my mom will be like, what are you doing? Give me this drawing book. Oh yeah, I'll just seize and it will just take, oh yeah, bam. You just want to keep. I'll do everything to please her because I want my drawing book back. And sometimes, I don't think, should I say this? After there's no book for me to draw and primary school, government school precisely, and then just collect somebody's book. When we say there's some meets, you just collect your own, collect another person, you will join. And then I believe, please forgive me. But then I'll start another one because I don't say, my mama don't carry that other one.
I remember asking you earlier, before we came into the studio, that how would you classify yourself as a photographer? And you said, an artist. Yes. So, what does that mean?
I remembered that particular night, I was like, I do photography. No, I'm not just a photographer. There's more. I'm not a photographer. So I searched for like a day or two, and then I said, okay, let me just go with Edos photography. But then the thing was not, it's not that photography.
It didn't land well.
It's not just photography for me.
Yeah.
So what will I do with the artistic part? And then boom, artistry. Oh yeah, Edos artistry. Okay, yes, I think this will work. That was how I just, oh yeah, Edos artistry. That was how the whole name started, because I was thinking, it's not just about taking beauty photography. Okay, now that I'm not doing my drawing again, but I still need one or two to put my kind of artistic mind into this thing that I'm doing. So I think that's actually what's making me like really different from every other person.
How did you come into that consciousness of accepting that you were different?
It just happened along the line. Like, I won't give, because you know, there are some certain things that will happen, and then you get to realize that people do not really care about you. Mm-hmm. You get, not that like your mom or your sibling, they'll tell you that, they'll promise you, I'll give you this, you are this to me, I love you, I love that. But the point will come where they would have to pick between you or me. And I don't think you should expect less. They will pick themselves. You understand? Some things will happen in your life that will shape you. That will just give you another definition entirely. And I get to see that anytime I do something that comes from my heart, it will work. But taking other people's opinion, I'll just end up doing something that I'll beat myself every time, every moment, every minute. But doing something out of like, I want to do it because I love
your
this
own conviction.
My own yes, it will work out perfectly. Even if it's not really, but I'm just like, I have this closure automatically. So that was how I started, and it was working. I tried a lot of things that never actually really happened. But then here I am. I'm still pushing, because even with the whole back and forth, you should not this is life. And life will definitely throw stones, but then it depends on you if you just sit back and be like shaking, or you stand up again. Just be moving. So yes, your other friends, other persons are running, but now you cannot run, you can walk. But you are not stagnant. If you cannot walk, crawl. If you cannot crawl, roll.
The kind of photography that you do is different. I don't even know how to describe it, but definitely it's on a different scale. Yes. It's all by itself. Yeah. Now, technically, or in a technical sense, who trained you, and how did you get those competencies?
After school, after the OND stuff. So I had this discussion with my brother. He said, why not do, because I failed. So I was like scared, At that point, I didn't even know what to do, because even till now, I'm saying this now, maybe my parents, they will probably see this and be like, you failed. I will see what happened. I'm
So
serious,
they don't
because this
know.
would be like the first time they are hearing, they should, they are hearing stuff like this. So, school was off, and my brother advised me, he said, I don't know, but I just see something, photography. See, bro, just do photography. I give you 3 months. Things will change.
He actually said that.
He said that, like, I've not even had the plans. I'm an artist, but then photography, like, in particular, he told me, he said, I don't know, but I'm just sure. And funny enough, I remember the spots. Like, there's this place in my house, like, just like a balcony, the gate where I stood, the dress I wasn't wearing, I was shirtless, I wasn't wearing anything. Because I'm still, like, thinking, how? It wasn't even up to 3 months that I started.
That he said that.
Yes, that he said that. So, okay, to cut the whole story short, so I'll just start. But so then my older brother said, you want to do photography that people are using good phones now. They don't even give AF about photography now that they are using good iPhones and everything. Then I had to say, okay, let me calm down, let me just chill. I traveled to Ghana. So I was actually still with my brothers though, but I was not doing anything that I personally liked. This was not me, this was me living out of my will, out of myself, who I want to be, the kind of person. So that was it. And then the plan again changed. The plan was to travel abroad. Oh yeah, now it's your turn. Oh yeah, come and do, since we don't have anybody out there. So I think you are the next option. They are doing me good though. But I was just thinking, is it that I'm really that useless? Or is that why they are picking me as option? Or they want to like help me? This was personally, this is just me. Like seriously, because I was.
You just blew me off the hinges, like.
I'm serious. No, there's nothing. This is like it's just like a decade, 10 years, it just happened within a short while. You get. So if you're asking me anything now, I have like a lot to say, but it just one day, you understand. So that was it. Then I came back to Nigeria, the passport.
Oh, you actually traveled out?
Yes.
Where did you go?
No, like I was staying in Ghana before now, so I had to come back to travel like Europe. So I came back, I did my passport, and I wasn't feeling it sincerely. But you know, when you have a lot of persons actually supporting you, you don't really have much, you don't really have options. You just like into something, because if I should not agree, I don't think, okay, they will stop doing this, they will stop doing that. But because you're afraid and you need somebody, you need people to fall back to, you just keep your mouth shut. So that was it. My dad would call me and tell me, I know you don't have strength. I know you don't have you don't have power to work. So now that you are going abroad, I know you just want to use the opportunity to live that your nonchalant kind of life. You know that kind of, like, are you serious? This abroad, say my mind no fair day. You get. So I was confused, and so this was after my brother told me, like, we discussed about photography before I traveled to Ghana. You get. So it got to a point. This was like every day. They will call me. So now what do you want to do with your life exactly? And like I said before, I'm this emotional person. I will go back inside. I will cry my life. Like my life. You get. So.
What year was this?
2019. No, yes, 2019.
This is just about.
Yes.
How many years? 3 years
yes,
ago.
2019. So I said, okay. I woke up one day. He called me. I was so unsure. I was devastated. I said to him, because my dad is this action person that you can't even you can't even look like direct to his eyes. And then I said, see, henceforth, I don't want your support. Not even my brothers. Nobody. I just want to live my life. Even if you take me to like eat sand, I will. He was like, are you crazy? He was shouting, and I said, no, I don't want any, because I think I'm not doing myself. Today, somebody will tell me, study science, I'll go. Like, you know, science was never, like I said, was never my thing. But science, I wrote science courses, and then abroad, I want to go abroad. And now this, no, it's over. I just want to live my life. like people will not get papa and mama, they leave. You get. So let me start from somewhere. Omo, it wasn't easy. And then I discussed with my brother that advised me about photography before. He said, the truth is, I know if I support this abroad, but I don't want to spoil on our plan. He said, what me I'm seeing is this photography. I said, okay. So he introduced this person to me, this particular person. He said, I see him work online, but I don't know if he
Who was that?
Let's just see.
Who is this person?
A photographer. It was just within my Benin there, with this small space. So he said, just go and start. Imagine I'm starting, and now I've already said I don't want anybody's support. I'll pay for agreements. I'll pay. So I said, you see what I don't put myself like this. So he said, no, just go and just start. He said, just start from somewhere. He said, I'm telling you, if your mind is there, I know you're an artist. If your mind is there, photography will change everything. I said, okay, let me just go. Then I met with the guy. I explained everything to him. So see, I don't have any money now, but I don't know if I can just start and become. So the guy saw me, didn't even like argue or anything. He said, okay, start coming. I started, though the kind of photography they were doing there is not the photography that I want to do. It's not like it's off. I'm not saying they are not professional or they are not doing, but it was just a normal, within your circle kind of photography, and it was different. So that was how I started. And the guy liked me naturally because I don't know why. I was just living myself, and I'll go to work. I'll not even talk to anybody. Ask me why. Because imagine after you don't graduate from school, you don't try, you can't come back, then you are now working with some GSS3 kind of people as an apprentice. I'm not bringing anybody down, though.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying this. So let me just keep my mouth shut. When they're having conversation or anything, I'll just go one corner like this. Even if I don't have anything doing up, I'll just be doing my phone small there, because I don't want anybody to the situation where you now say shut up by mistake, and then I'll not start. You understand? So that was it. And this particular picture, my friend, she was not my classmate, she was a friend to my classmate, Happiness. Her name is Happiness. She called me, she said, I heard you are into photography now. I want to do my birthday and this thing. I mean, I don't want to bring myself down. I don't know anything. But because they like my vibe then in school, I take pictures with my phone and everything. I'll just do small editing for them. And they'll be like, now that it's into photography, I think now Baba now. And whereas anything concerning photography like this, I don't know. He said, I'll be coming next week from Auchi, because she was doing her HND. Mainly, I didn't go for HND. So she said, I'll be coming on Friday. My birthday is on Saturday. I said, okay, I don't know what ISO is. Aperture, what's it called? I don't have camera, I don't have anything. So she came, and that day she called me that I'm doing my makeup. We are using the zoo. This is, I don't know if you've heard of Oba Zoo.
Okay, in Benin, yes.
Yes. So I suggested this place for her. So she said, okay. She called me that I'm doing my makeup now like this. So no camera, nothing like tripod, nothing like lens. I don't even know the difference between 50 mm, 35 mm, 70 to 200 or 24.
What year was this again?
2019.
This was still 2019.
Yes, this was 20. No, this was I think 2020.
So
beginning.
This is the year of the lockdown.
Yes. So I asked my boss, sir, please, can I just take camera, because we have that spare cameras. Can I just take camera and tripod? I want to photograph somebody. I will give you the money, everything, but I just want to. He said no. Imagine, I was so scared. And another person, Samun, I call him Oga Samun. He said, Nelson, what's happening now? I explained everything to him. He said, okay, now I have tripod, I have softbox, but I don't have camera. I said, what will I do now? Then it directed me to, he said, okay, I have somebody, but you have to rent. It's 5,000 naira, 6,000 naira. Like this, I don't have, the only money with me is 100 naira. And my mom will give me 200 every day.
Wait, did you charge the lady?
we never talk about amounts for this. What do I know? Even before I started photography, I didn't even know photographic equipment was like this expensive. I knew nothing, but all that was in my head was you needed to do something. You get? So that was it, and he directed me to this guy. I called the guy and said, okay, I want to rent camera. He said 6,000 naira. I begged for 3,000. He said no. I begged 4,000. I begged.
You didn't even say you negotiated. You said you begged.
4,000. He said okay. He said okay, but you have to bring the money. I mean, there's no money with me. That's one. Another episode of begging. Please, I'm not collecting money for this shoot. Please just help me, please. He said okay.
Meanwhile, she was waiting.
Yes, the makeup was like, she was like already calling me. She was almost done. And he said, okay, come and take the camera. I got there. The guy gave me camera. He said, okay, now you have to enter Keke and come inside. Enter Keke. Where is the money? Omo. He said, don't worry, come. Then he gave me the camera. He gave me another 100 naira too. The guy that gave me camera gave me another 100 naira. Yeah, transport yourself back.
Oh,
So I just called my younger brother and his friend. There was a lecture close to the guy's place. Okay, you guys should just come. Please follow me. I want to photograph somebody. So that was how I went back to the office. I collected the tripod and the sub-bus with the camera. Then.
Well, you knew what to do with them.
Nothing. No clue. Nothing. Like I've not even shot outside before. This was like the first. And people will still see this picture and be like, are you sure this is the first? Because this one are people recently.
Yes, I mean, I can see depth of field.
I'm serious. You see, it was just...
I can see she was in focus.
See, apparently I knew nothing. Absolutely nothing. Until now, I'm still saying, you asked me just now. I said, I don't know anything. I just work with, if it's like this, if it's too bright, I go. If it's like, okay, if it's too bright, I just, okay, let me reduce light. That's it. Even till today, that's what I'm still doing. So it's the reason sometimes I don't know if I'm it's not like I'm scared, but to meet with some top photographers, I don't want to. They will not ask me, how do you do this? What are you doing with this? And then I'll be like lost and nothing to show, nothing to say, and they'll be like, are you sure you're
You just have results.
That's it. So that was how we started the shoot. Oh, wow. I was having lens issue. Lens was like, the lens was bad, and so I'll just snap like this. This shoot, I don't sincerely. I'm not even aware if I use light or it was natural light, because the lights were just there. No, really, because you see the way they gave me the speed lights, that was how I shot. I didn't even touch, because if I touch something, if it go change and you not go work again, I left it there like that. If I just brought the camera, I would just be taking, okay, if it's, I think, okay, it's too sharp, I'll just do it. I'll touch ISO. Okay, the thing is dark now. Okay, I like it like this. Then aperture. I didn't even know aperture will make like maybe you want to have maybe focus or anything.
Yeah.
But I would just, my mind was, if it's clear, I'm good. If it's like I'm good, that was it for me. That was how I shot this particular image, and then we went back to the office. It was like really late. It was heading towards 5 to 6. I had to edit that picture that same day, because the other day, the next day was like the birthday. So I edited the picture. I normally close from work by 5. IS should be 6. Then my mom was calling. Where are you? You want to kill me this speaking? Where are you? I didn't know Benin now. Like, yeah. No place they safe, sharp, but let's just leave it at that. And that was it. That day, it was. I have it. My diary is with me here. I have the same date here with me. The same date I shot this image. I have it. It was in March. No, sorry, is it January? But I have it there. This is something that I put down that same day. Then
because
I said,
it was your first.
It was my first. Then with that pain and everything, I just wrote down that this is my first shoot and this will not be the last. She paid 7,000, and that night, that 7,000 she paid. I had to give my assistant small shukuli. I paid for camera. I got there. I was just because it was just that 4,000 naira, and it was 4,000. We bargained 4,000. I begged the girl, please, I will give you 3,000. I met him at this filling station, mattress filling station. It's not too far from me. He said, please, I will give you 3,000. At least I need 1,000 for myself. I was begging. The guy just checked, and I showed him the work. It was like, and this guy, this the same person has been into photography. Like, how you do color grading? See, I never even know to be color grading. I'm serious.
When
like,
you did this.
but I was just dragging colors. I think the greens are too much. Okay, let me reduce greens. That was how this whole picture. But he was saying that this color grading, and he said, "Omo, you go teach me." Oh. Because of that, he said, "Okay, don't worry, I'll take 3,000."
Wow. Wow.
You get. So I went to my mom was like, "What have you been doing since? Like, look at the time." Then I explained everything to her. She was like, "Seriously." The next day.
Did you show her?
No, I didn't. And the next day, she gave me 17,000 naira.
17,000.
17,000 naira. She said, "I don't know, this is like my meeting money, but just do anything you want to buy, anything that just gets." And I was, seriously, we won't complain, say we'll never chop better food, and now you are bringing money from nowhere for me to get. I don't know what you want, but just get anything. That was how I bought this tripod. The tripod is like, you saw one.
Yes, you can bring it on
Yes.
set.
Okay,
You can hand it over.
And this is my favorite gadget.
So from the money your mom gave you.
Yes, I bought this tripod.
This monopod.
Yes, it's a monopod. I pay what's it called. I bought this. It's like my fave. It's with me every day.
When did you buy it?
It was around that same 2020. Yes. Then I bought this tripod and memory card and one other thing like that. But this one, I don't think I know where the other stuff. But this particular one, I bring it anywhere.
Wow.
And it's still my favorite because I just get to see, I just get to check, and I feel, seriously. See, there's nothing you will give me now. I'm using a Sony camera now, but I'll give out that camera to get this back. I'm not even joking. I don't think you buy this from me. I don't think you have that money. You get. And
nobody has the money to buy this from you.
No, I'm not sure. Never. Not in this. No.
Now, you have shown us your first work.
Yes.
Which is this lady who was having a birthday.
Yes.
And then you continued afterwards.
I posted this particular picture on Twitter, and I don't know, I just explained everything.
Oh, okay.
And then I started getting different reactions like, "Don't worry, you get there." Like, people encourage me from nowhere, and this is me seeing myself as one piece of trash, and people are already like, "Oh, you know, that kind of vibe." And that alone, it started, and I was, okay, now I think people, they're like already appreciating me. And if they notice this particular one, I don't think I have no reason for me to stop now, because I'm finally doing something with my life. And even though I don't have the money, I'm happy. Bam.
Okay, so after this first picture,
Yes.
you started doing other things, taking other pictures and posting them and stuff like that.
Yes. No, I wasn't even posting like pictures. It was just after this picture, I shot the other one that went viral.
So this picture, this first picture, and then you shot the baby picture
Yes.
that has a snail.
Yes, that went viral.
How many? That was
I
on
was
Twitter.
doing other, yes, on Twitter. Though
Yes.
I was taking other random pictures, but I wasn't like posting. It was just a normal, because I don't have camera, remember. So if I'm doing any photographing, I have to rent camera. And where is the money? You get. It was not until it was until like I said, my brothers were put to bed, and then he asked me to, "Should you be photographer? I better snap my daughter now." You get. I was like, another thing again, but I was not really scared because the other picture like came out not too, like, it wasn't looking too bad or awkward. You get. So I said, okay, no problem. He said, "How much is camera?" I explained, okay, 4,000, 6,000 should get a camera that I'll use. And this camera we are talking, this camera in particular now is just the normal 5 Nikon 5 200, a 5 a normal crop sensor,
D50-200.
Yes,
Nikon D50-200.
Yes. And so that was it. And that the night before that, the day I did the shoot, I just I think I still have a piece of paper. I just wrote, I said, okay, the first concept would be with diaper. I'll just use and spell love, and the other one would be I'll use duvet or something. I'll do this, and the last one was that particular picture. I'll use plantain leaf to create something. I just want to use plantain leaf. But I was scared because like I never believed my mom would allow me use plantain leaf to wrap 2 weeks baby.
Okay, yes, so your mom was doing omugo there.
Yes. You understand? I was like, I was not sure about that particular this thing, but I just had to keep. This is like my favorite, but I'm not sure if my mom will allow me because bringing 2 weeks baby, you want to use plantain leaf and wrap because you want to do photography. So after the whole concept that day, it was remaining just that one. Then I didn't even tell anybody. I just.
Please don't tell me you kidnapped the baby.
No, I went back. I just removed some plantain leaf. I just in front of them, so they will know I cleaned the plantain leaf like very well. I just brought water and rag. I just used and cleaned the plantain leaf and everything. Then I said, okay, this is what I'll do. They were laughing. Seriously, I'm good. That was why I just put plantain leaf on top chair and I just placed the baby there, took pictures. Then I edited every other pictures, like I edited everything. It was remaining just that last concept. I didn't know what to do with the picture. Like, or perhaps I knew what to do, but how to do it, how to go about it was the problem. I was like, okay, now that I can't go to Lagos to learn manipulation, what will I do? My brother, that same brother that I've asked him to do photography, he said, don't worry, try something. Try something. We were sitting outside, he was doing his tailoring stuff. He said, don't worry, just try something. Just do anything. I said, okay. Then I sat down. I was using mouse and my small laptop that would just be hanging anyhow. So I started, I was just thinking, okay, now what will I do? I think this is plantain leaf. Okay, I think, if anything, I think I've seen snail now. Snail going around. Okay, I think snail should be here. You get? I've seen snail. I think snail is like, I don't know, plantain, you definitely see snail around there and stuff like that. That was how the whole snail that entered. Because I needed something, because even my manipulation, what I do is, I don't just manipulate pictures. I feel this is what I want in this frame, but there is not there. So I will just manipulate and add some. If it's not there, I will just manipulate and add something there. That's like the goal. So that was how I added this snail. And then I was thinking, okay, what else? What you go see for forest again? Butterfly. I just enter Google, just search butterfly. And so I didn't even know how to download PNG. I just downloaded any random this thing. I'll just trace. This one that I'm saying now, somebody was on call. I made mention of somebody, Samu, Oga Samu, the other time. That guy that helped me with travel down Sobos. I'll call him, please, how I go use trace for Photoshop? He will tell me, okay, go here. I'll just trace the butterfly. This particular picture that I'm talking about now. So I'll see trace. And then I already added the snake. But now it's not looking real at all. Like the contrast, everything is different from the made this thing. I mean, I know what I want, but how to do it is the problem. I'll go, okay, what will I do? Say, okay, go, you see saturation. Go down, you click that icon there, you see saturation, then just reduce or do anything. I'll enter, okay, I think I like this color now, it's matching. How to create shadows. Go down again, go down. I scatter Photoshop. Just that one particular picture took me about a day to edit just one, this particular picture. Just one out. But then after the whole thing, I showed my brother. He was still outside. All those ones I even forget whether I even did edit since because it don't too take. I just come and say, okay, I'm done with one. He said, Jesus, are you serious? Oh, I was so happy. It was just my brother. I was just him. The hype was like, this is mad. The remaining two, because they are actually three. The other two didn't even take me because I already have like an idea from the first picture. That was how I created the other two. And the next day, I wasn't having any followers on Instagram, so just 100.
All right, so what month of the year or what time are we talking about when you
This
took
was
this picture?
2020. I decided I don't have any followers there on Instagram, so if I post, they don't want to see them. That was like, but one thing about Twitter that I love so much is that even if you're having just 2 followers, if you post something and people get to like retweet, you reach like.
Now blow you day.
You understand? So I posted on Twitter, when your uncle is a photographer, then I posted it behind the scene there, and boom. See retweets. People just do retweets, like people are just retweeting massively. Comments, wow, this is nice. Please, I want to learn photography. I'm in Abuja. I'm in Kafashan. I'm in. See me feeling like a celeb.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I was so happy. I showed my brother, see what's happening, see what's happening. Okay.
So how many likes?
This one was 40 something or 50,000 likes.
50,000 likes.
Yes. So bloggers were like posting on Instagram. I think the first blog that posted me was this African slaying blog. They posted me, and bloggers were like posting, tagging me on Instagram. From 100 followers just within a day, I was having 200, 300 followers, 500 followers. I was inside shaking. Instagram followers. Oh, so I was so happy, and the passion was just like topping. I needed to do more. This time I'm choosing happiness, I'm choosing myself. You understand? That was like the goal. 3 months later, then she was 3 months, the dad said, we'll do another shoot too. I was thinking, okay, what will I do now? Since this baby, they are here though. So what will I create? Because I tried, I was just shooting other random thing, but nothing happened. But it was just that one particular picture. And to be famous is like, to just get fame, like, it's easy, but to stay there is another thing.
Yeah.
So I said, okay. Then I made the bra. I bought a pink this thing.
What made you make the bra?
I was just thinking I needed something like fairy, something not like really realistic.
Yeah.
Something that I would just do, and something snowy. It was just all in my head. I wasn't having a clear picture, but then the clue was just like there. So that was it. I said, okay, now this wrap is for my grandmom. The head wrap.
Wow.
I did the wrapping myself. Then the bra. I don't know. I'm saying bra. I saved the baby as one name. So I made the bra. I know how to knit now. Let me just weave this thing out.
So are you telling me you knitted this bra yourself?
Yes, myself.
Wow.
So who wants one for me if I'm not doing myself? So that was how I did the whole thing, and I shot the image. Editing was another thing. Okay, I think I know how to manipulate butterfly now. At least I've did something like that before. Butterfly should be here. But now you can't have that green kind of color butterfly, but this one is like a snowy kind of concept. So you started working. So okay, let me add this, let me do this. That was how I did the whole thing, and we arrived here. I posted on Twitter. This was like,
so
this particular picture, like I just see everything and I'm like,
this particular frame. There are 3 of them.
No, I posted everything at once. Twitter, we have 4 slides or 4
absolutely,
yes. So I posted the 3. Then the last one will be the behind the scene, which is the details. Yes. So I posted. This was like game changing. This picture changed everything. The caption was, when your uncle cannot afford the studio like that, because the behind the scene was there. It was just like the scene was my family, my mom supporting me, my nephew holding a reflector and everything, and that was it. This one went viral. If you search and just type Google now, you see there everything there. They are there, and blogs posted. People were like just calling me. People sent me money, freely. That's in Baghdad that I'm staying. There was this lady. She called me. She said, "I saw your stuff online and I really like you. I don't know, or I think you said you needed a camera or something, but I don't know. I think I'll stop. How much is it?" I said, whether 250,000, but I think I have just 50,000 or 300,000. She said, "Okay, don't worry, I will do something. Just send me your account number." I said, "Okay." I received 100K alert, 100,000 naira from how I don't even know this person, and this was like the height. I've not received apart from the old those one that they'll question you. What do you want to use money for? What do you want to do this? Before they'll give you the money. This was like the first time I'm receiving something like really free. Oh, and before that, there was this friend, Samuel. We are still friends like till today. He posted me like this person that I don't even know, but it was there on Twitter. He said, "Let's support this guy." He sent me 4,000 naira. That day I cried. Somebody sent me money online. I don't know this person. Like, am I really that important? That was it. Before this other lady, then she called me. She sent me 100,000. Some person sent me 50,000. Some sent me 10,000 naira. Just picture. Like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not even doing any service. They are sending. Some person sent me airtime. They said, "I don't have money to support you, but just use the card and make call. Use this airtime and call people." That was it. The blog has posted on it.
So this got you how many likes? And then following?
Following, I think on Instagram, Instagram followers is not like easy. So,
but on Twitter, what did
Twitter,
this do for your following?
This got me to about 20 to 50,000 followers.
On Twitter?
Yes, on Twitter. Then Instagram, I think 10,000. Yes, 10,000 followers. So from there, the passion, from grade 1 to 80. You get. That was how the game, everything changed. I started getting clients. People would call me, "Please come and photograph my baby." But based on the fact that I started with baby, people this guy, I think it does baby photography. I get to shoot baby like every time. So I will shoot and I will see this for some clients and they'll be complaining, "I don't like the picture." So to know that it was not like always 100% perfect. So there are times that clients will still complain that the picture is not nice, and I will still work for some and they'll be like, "I love it." They will even give me extra money because I was charging like really small. I would charge 10,000 and I would think I'm on top of the world. 10,000 that I will go, transportation will be inside though. I'll work and sometimes I'll be left with like 3,000. 3,000 is like 1 million because who will subscribe for you? So that 3,000 say like this. Imagine you are not getting any money before, but now you are getting 3,000. It's like everything. So that was it. I was just working, jobs will come, I'll do. Then the lady that sent me 100,000, she invited me to Lagos, to our place. She invited me. I was like, seriously. I got there, I shot the family, and
so she wanted to give you a job.
No, it was not job. She sent me on that money freely before.
In Edo?
Yes, I was still. So she then invited me to Lagos to come and see her. So from there, we did some normal family portraits and all of that. Then the husband gave me 50K. So that was it. I came back. I continued. Like when I tell you that I was consistent, trust me, I was consistent. Consistent regardless the fact that I don't have all the gadgets that I want. I don't have the soft buses that I really desire to use. So I think it actually really helped me because now I get to do things myself.
Yeah, so I see that there's also a higher level of excellence in some of the pictures that you have taken much after that time.
Yes.
So tell me about how you then grew.
Okay, let me not say that I'm self-taught because I watch YouTube, I learn from people, I follow like a lot of persons. For instance, I follow Transformers. Like I have somebody that I look up to, like maybe a mentor. I look up to this guy, he's a Ghanaian, Aboya, and this other guy, I think this is South Africa, I don't really know, but they're listeners. I love them. And then these people, they are doing pure acts, like art. And then I also have this love for Transformers, it's doing manipulation. The plan for me was, I think I have a plan. I'll bring acts, I'll bring manipulation, I'll just do everything together. I get to do manipulation sometimes and you'll be thinking this thing is real, not until you see the behind the scene, before you now look, this thing no, they do. So you understand? So that was it. Talking of skin tone, even till now, I've not used LUTs before. I have not buy any presets from anybody. I don't even know how to use LUTs precisely.
So it's interesting to see that, the story is changing gradually now. This is someone who didn't have any equipment, nothing at all, creating this powerful images. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll see what you now have in your bag. Welcome back. So I've been at the Camera Lounge with Edos Artistry, that is Ibo Edosa. Now, you didn't have anything to work with. You were just following your instinct. Yeah. You were just following your passion, okay? And all these things have happened. Now you have a bag. Let's see what's in your bag.
Well, this is it. I don't really have much here to do, but I still want to get more perhaps. But at least we are trying now. So this is my bag here. Like I said, not too much. I have a Sony camera here.
Okay, so you do now have a Sony camera?
A Sony camera, 7R3.
Wow.
I bought this one recently, not even up to 2 months, so about a month from Camera Joint. Thank you.
Camera Joints again.
Yes. Yeah. I have a trigger.
Okay, yeah.
I have my 85
mm
lens.
F, what is that?
F1.8. And I have a 50 mm.
Wow. So this is what you now create magic with.
To be sincere, I bought this once like really recently, but then this camera is like my fave. I've been missing. The autofocus, everything is just something else. Like I just love. I was thinking, if I get this camera like a year ago, but the truth is, it's still not the camera though. It's the person behind the camera.
Absolutely.
You guess so. Me bringing this R3 now.
Well, it's going to empower your creativity, isn't it?
Yes, now.
So we should wait. Things are coming.
Yes, now. I just relocated to Lagos now. Sure, I have time.
So I was going to ask you though, why did you relocate to Lagos?
Now I get to work with brands like I have a partnership deal with Thecameralounge in Nigeria, and I work with people here. So instead of the whole back and forth thing, so what's this? Let me just come and hide in one hole here and start from somewhere.
Wow, Edos, this is so amazing. This is so amazing. And I want you to know Nigeria is proud of you and the world is proud of what you have become. And we believe that this is just the least of the creative and powerful things that you're going to come up with in days and weeks and years to come. Congratulations. So thank you very much for coming on Camera Lounge. We are proud to have you here.
Thank
you so much, Edos. All right. So that's how we draw the curtain on Camera Lounge today, brought to you specially by Camera Joint, Nigeria's #1 camera store. I'm Kai Dalande. Bye now. Lights, camera, action.